our premium listing product isn't really a premium listing product on a page full of other premium listings, and it isn't just really a straight click-through or pass-out to a business. The premium listing product is really a way of getting more and more people to come back to the core place page of a place where they've got rich content, they've got rich data, they've got all the attributes, they've got everybody's reviews that they can compare and contrast. And increasingly we're trying to find ways of providing the advertisers ways of engaging with that community. Because the opportunity, one of the great questions around user-generated content tends to be, and I'm sure one of the paranoias for directory businesses, is that users do write nasty things about businesses from time to time. But the interesting thing as the choice for the advertiser is that there are going to be sites like this. There are thousands of people writing on your businesses or writing about businesses, and they're going to write that whether you advertise or not. So your choice as an advertiser is whether you participate and get yourself involved, or whether you cover your eyes and ears and pretend and hope that the comments go away. So what we like to encourage is advertisers having claiming their businesses and being able to contact a user who's written a negative review that didn't like this. Well, why not contact that user and offer them a free meal, offer them a chance to come back and engage in the business, offer them a promotion, or simply try and understand more about what it was that they felt you got wrong. You can either do that or you can ignore it, but it won't go away. And so just last couple of things is just on the future, where we see this going. The business we're in is user-generated content, it's in communities, and it's in how we bring advertisers and small businesses and enable them to participate in that. Where do we think this is going? Well, a lot of it is more about what I've just said. The big audiences are on the big generic sites. But if you start to look at where users actually spend their time, it's right down in the far end. It's smaller sites, or it's individual blogs, or it's discussion forums, networks, groups. That's where people spend time. That's where people are connecting, and that is where people are making decisions about what to do, what to buy, where to go, what to eat. And the challenge is for a lot of brands and a lot of advertisers is all the money the money tends to be focused on where the big audiences are rather than where the time is and where the decisions are being made. So I think this evolution of all of us as companies understanding more about the right-hand side of this graph, how users engage with each other and trust each other and how we participate in that is going to be central. One of the other big themes, certainly for us going forward, and I'm sure for everybody or many people in this room, and I know you talked about it a bit yesterday, is mobile. Clearly we're all, in directories businesses, we're in the business of location-based services. So this has to be mobile. The ability to find a place, to see where it is, to put it on a map while you're walking around a street is obviously central to what we do. We happen to also believe, and obviously we would coming from Quite, that mobile can allow people to engage as well. It shouldn't also be a static device. So what we do on iPhone, for example, and Android and other smart handsets, we allow people not only to find things by location, by type, by review, by distance, and also to search, but we allow people to create content, upload pictures, so the cycle continues. If I'm sitting in a restaurant, I look at that restaurant, I can review that restaurant sitting in the restaurant, upload a picture, take a picture of the waitress, and send that and upload that all to Quite so other people can see it instantly. So mobile is going to be something at the heart of how we go forward, and I'm sure for many others. And then the final bit, which I guess brings back full circle to where we were, is about partnership. And I fundamentally believe that partnership for all of us has to be something we engage in and look at and think at. A, just for the sensible business reason that there are other people who are always better than us at what they do. But also it comes back to what we said at the very beginning, that we have to be where users are. The web is no longer a place where you just get everybody to beat a pathway to your door, certainly to the Quite door. You have to take content and go out, find where those people are. Part of that is obviously being on Google and the other things that we all seek to do. But part of that is looking where else are people, what networks are they in, what are they doing, how do we take and enable content or our capabilities and services to be out where those users are. And certainly that's how we see it, an open API that has read content that people can find and search, but also read and write content, so that people who partner with us can have Quipe content on their site, and people can write reviews on the partner site and upload content on the partner site. So I say mobile partnerships and recognising the engagement of communities and users is really how we see the future. Because fundamentally it does come all down to this. Everything we're involved at now is interactive. It's social. And users do want to engage with on the web and on mobile. They want to engage with and contribute to and participate in everything. And that's what we seek to offer. And I increasingly think that is what business models on the web will have to offer to their users. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Stephen Taylor. Do we have questions? Do you see hands raised? Yes, there's one here, Matthew. Can we have the microphone up here? It's coming, Matthew.
Thank you. Thank you, Stephen. Great presentation. Just a curiosity, we've seen a lot of kind of reviews that are now emerging through Twitter streams. How have you now integrated that, or your thoughts around things of real-time interactive reviews happening via microblogging and your platform?
I think it is another very good example. Questions around Twitter and sort of real-time streams of reviews. From a very specific Quipe point of view, we're trying to integrate with that. At the moment we do it one way, which is sort of an outbound way, such that every Quipe review can be instantly, if you have a Twitter account, can instantly go and be twittered by you. So you can just set it up as an automated feature. But increasingly we are looking at, and without giving too much away, we'll be working across a number of what are called open ID platforms, such that people who can contribute content on a Quipe or on multiple other networks, and that all can come back into the Quipe environment. One of the big questions for us on that is because I think we love all of that. That's exactly where we think the world is going. We want to participate. The only thing that we are trying to make sure we get right, and it's the same with mobile reviews as well, is that we do pride ourselves on good quality content that really gives people, if you look at a lot of our reviews, you'll see people talking about, well, I went there with my kids, I think it's good for families, here's a sample of the menu, this is what we did, this is where I liked it, I wouldn't recommend it for this, this and this. That doesn't fit into a 140 character Twitter stream, and it doesn't, tends to be the size of review somebody will do on mobile. So increasingly what we're thinking about is how we sort of differentiate these two different streams, the sort of core, thought through, quality review written sort of after the event, and the sort of live stream of data of I'm here right now, this is what it's like, it's great, that we think would be great for the way people come together. Because if you think about Twitter reviews, think about people using Quipe, suddenly you're talking about a place, a location, where I am right now, how I bring other people to that. We think that's a very exciting development. But we think we've got to figure out the different natures of the sort of content that will come through that. That's a very good question.
Okay. Thanks again. We have to go to the coffee break now. Please fill out your evaluation sheets. We'll be back in the room at 11. And thanks again, Stephen Taylor.